All hail a beard, it's your boy Big Beard B, and we back for another edition of Big Beard Business. Alright, so listen up, man. You guys already know what time it is. Yes, we are back for yet another weekly fragrance rotation video. Man, we are on number 8. It's been 2 months here. I've been doing this consistently, so thank you guys for tuning in and making this thing a success. So if you're new to this series, kind of what we do here is I tell you what I wore this week, what garnered the most compliments, what worked for me. You comment below and let me know what worked for you. So obviously we need to start on a day, and we are going to start on Sunday. So Sunday was a lazy day for me, and I didn't really do much but test fragrances, and this one I was testing for Sunday was Galimard Napoleon 1815. Now listen, I'm not going to dive too much into this one, but obviously you can see it's a green fragrance, and this company has been around, I guess, and fragrances have been around themselves. So I'll get a full review out to you guys either this week or early next week. No compliments were garnered. I didn't go anywhere. It was pretty much homebodying it up. So on Sunday I wore Galimard Napoleon 1815. On Monday I pulled out Coach for Men. This, you know the one with the little horse and carriage. I think this is the only Coach fragrance out there in the market, at least men's Coach fragrance out there. And I've recently seen the women's version out there as well. So if you're looking for one for your lady, make sure you give that one a try. Get your nose on it. But this one, I wore 6 sprays of this one on Monday, and it garnered me a compliment immediately. I walked out of my fragrance room, my wife's like, "What you got on?" I was like, "Oh, this is number 10 on your top 10 fragrance list." I wore this one, great smelling fragrance. I really like this one, and this is quickly becoming one of those fragrances that I reach for a lot. If you haven't got your nose on Coach for Men yet, make sure you do it on Monday. Holla at my people. On Tuesday, I headed over to the House of Armaf, and I reached for a fragrance that I have not, I haven't really reached for this fragrance in a long time. It might be, 7, 8 months or so. But this one comes from the house again of Armaf, and it's Très Nuit. Now, you guys out there know about this one. This is like a spin on Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I did a full review on this one, so I'll be sure to link it below. And you know what the crazy part about this is? On Wednesday, somebody actually sent me a message and said, "Hey man, have your thoughts on this one changed at all?" And this was actually the first time that I wore it since the actual review. So did they change much? No. I did wear it, and it did perform well. I didn't garner any compliments with it, but you're gonna strike out sometime. But I never want to strike out, okay? Never, ever want to strike out. I went 4 sprays on this one. I probably could have did a little bit more, but I only went with 4 sprays. Yeah, it performed. It did okay. Again, not one of my favorites from the house, but it is a great fragrance. Some of you guys out there thoroughly enjoy this one, but not one of my favorites. So on Tuesday, it was Très Nuit. On Wednesday, I headed over to the house of Jean Vivados, and I poured out Jean Vivados Artisan Pure. As you guys know, a lot of people out there are going to be reaching for this one a lot this spring and summer. So I decided to go ahead and get some spritz in, man, and you know what? I was highly disappointed. Not in this fragrance, but because someone who works for me felt that, they can wear the same fragrance as me on the same day. Like, why would you do that? You are not allowed to do that. And he ruined my day, and I told him that. He walked past me, and I'm like, nah, it might, maybe it was just, the wind, because he walked past me. Then no, he walked past me again. I'm like, yo, come, let me talk to you for a second. You got on? He was like, "Yeah, man, like, I know I was supposed to send you a list. Like, look, man, I'm not gonna stop putting you up on stuff if you don't have the audacity to wear it the same day that I wear stuff. This is not happening." I told him that, and it ruined my day, okay? But you guys know about this one. This one is a great springtime fragrance. You got some woody nuances in here. It's fresh, it's clean, and inviting, and probably one of the best from the house of Jean Vivados. So if you haven't got your nose on this one, make sure you do it. It's pure. I don't know, it was weird. So on Thursday, I poured out a new acquisition, one that I have been looking for not too long, because it hasn't been out too long. I was looking for it for at least 2 weeks, but I got it in the collection. And you know what's so crazy is I was like stalking this company. Like, I was like, hey, my SAC said they won't have it till such and such date. Why is this get it to me now. And the manager from the Killian boutique in on Madison reached out to me. He like, I can send it to you, but they called me that same day. Like, hey, we got it in stock. So I went and picked it up. You guys may know what I'm talking about because I immediately is faster than immediately. I immediately did a first impressions video on this one, and this one comes from the house of Killian, obviously, and it's Killian's Miami Vice collection, and it's called I Love the Way You Taste. This one is great, man. I like it. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I think from the 3 fragrances that he recently released, this one, I Love the Way You Feel, and then that reformulation of, forgot which one, Sweet Redemption or one of those. This one is the best in my personal opinion. I like it. I like it a lot. I got a few compliments with this one. My wife enjoys this one. This one is like bright. It's citrus. It's like a mojito, man. I enjoy it. Make sure you get your nose on it. And today or tomorrow, I will go through and randomly select one of the subscribers to get these samples of the Killian. Again, it's not much, but it's enough to hold you over until you can go and try it yourself. I went 5 sprays on this one. I feel like I could have went a little bit more, or I could have put it in a pouch and brought it along with me. I don't think that it lasted like a super long time, but it wasn't poor either. Actually, I wasn't really checking for that. I need to for the official review, but I enjoyed it. Pick it up, man. Get your nose on it. Just go out blind buy it. Just say, hey, Big Beard B told me to do it. I mean, I guess $250 is a lot for a blind buy. On Friday, I poured a Drake and went back to back. I came back to the house of Killian with Sacred Wood. I mean, sometimes you gotta tell them this wood is sacred. All right, so I poured this one out, man. Listen, in case you guys don't know, Killian, at least the SAS Sax, the Killian rep said that Sacred Wood is going to be being discontinued here shortly. So make sure if you like this fragrance, get your nose on it, buy it, buy it, buy it. So I sprayed this one on it, and I really thought I sprayed too much. And let me explain why. So traditionally, when I'm doing my sprays and when I get to spraying it on my clothes, I've already I just want to be fresh all the time. So I lint roll myself, right? But this time I did it in the inverse. I sprayed and didn't lint roll. I'm like, oh my goodness, I might have taken some fragrance off. So I gotta spray some more on. So I did that, and I got in the car, I'm like, oh my God, I sprayed way too much on. I sprayed too much. So I think I started out with like 5 sprays. I might have did like another 2 or 3. So I'm in the car, I'm like, whoa, this is too much. I put the windows down as I was driving to ensure that I did not die. And when I arrived to where I was going, oh man, it got great feedback. So I was like, oh, maybe I did not spray too much on. Maybe this is what I need to go with. So I enjoy this one, man. Sacred Wood. It's a really nice fragrance. This one is from the house of Killian. It's like, I don't even know what to compare this one to. I mean, I guess the closest thing that I could compare this one to, but not even really. I couldn't even really compare this to Maliku 01 because out the gate, this one is nice. To me, Maliku 01, at least in the times that I've worn it, I had to, you know, like it the next day. Like, oh, I come back to it, it's great. But this one, great performance, projects well, garnish compliments, and it's allegedly being discontinued. So you guys might want to go out there and get your nose on it. Or if you already know what it smells like, you might want to get a couple more bottles in case the price goes up. And then finally on Saturday, I went to the house of Versace. Versace. And poured out Versace Man Oh Fresh. Look, man. This one, I think I just did a review on this one not too long ago, maybe like 2-3 weeks ago. Might have been longer than that now. I don't know. Who knows when you're watching this video? It might be 2040 when you're watching this video. So I did a review on this one. I'll link it below. It garnered me compliments, man. I went 5 sprays on this one. Again, like I said, this one, you can spray too much of this one, and once you do it, hard to come back from it. I know in the video some of you guys talked about the performance issues on this one, but I've never experienced a performance issue with this one. Like I said, to me this one is a powerful, it's a strong fragrance, and it performs extremely well. In fact, I came across a guy who was like, hey man, what do you have on? So I was telling him like, oh, what is what I got on, bit by boo. And I'm like, look man, you know, I might get this for you. You know, and this one's a cheapie, so who knows? I might just grab this for him. He's a really cool guy, I like him, and he's coming to my team. Man. He used to work for me years ago, 4 years ago. He used to work for me like 4 years ago. And now he's about to come work for me again, so in just a different capacity. So I might get this for him as like a, you know, welcome present because he thoroughly enjoyed it. But now, here we go. I got another person that works for me wearing fragrances. This one's wearing, and man, it's gonna get difficult. So Who knows? I just might need to buy more stuff. That's what I wore this week, man. What did you wear? You know, what performed well for you? You know what? I did something last week that one of you guys like, hey, can you do this over and over again? What fragrance performed the best for me this week in terms of compliments? And the one that I got the most compliments on this week was Sacred Wood. I just don't know if it was the people I was around. This one is a great fragrance. It garners compliments. This is what it does. Like, if you go back and watch anyone's review on this one, they'll probably tell you that this one garners compliments. I'm not sure if they'll tell you that, but I think they will. This one garners compliments. This one got me the most compliments this week, followed by this other Killian, then by the Versace. So that's kind of how I lined up this week. Killian, Versace. That's what I did this week. That's what performed well for me. What performed well for you? I'm your boy, Big B. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend that we are back again. And according to one of my subscribers, I have 52 weeks to do this. And not a week longer. Hit the goddamn bell.